if I saw another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking off without the same escape. Darling, when you go away, it won't be as simple for you.
Yo guys, we're back. It's Old Man G here. Thank you guys for those who tuned in the midfield stream just last. Like I said, we're hopping on to the best forwards, basically the best forwards. But if you're new to the channel, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitch United X. Smash the notification button for latest Manchester United news. Consider becoming a member of the channel and make sure to take a look at our. In fact, you know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do before we get into it, because I've got a bit more time with this because I'm not doing any more. Let me show you. Here we go. There you go. Hey guys, it's Old Man G here. I'm on a new channel, Red Marvel, where I'm going to be doing anime reviews, comic reviews, game reviews, tea reviews, movie reviews, and more. So if you'd like to get involved, make sure to like this vid, subscribe below, smash the notification button, and stay tuned for more content coming soon. Yeah, that's me being laborious, but yes, head over there and give a shout. Really appreciate it. So yes, we are now going to be looking into basically who you guys voted, the obviously Red Devil Studio community, who you guys voted as the best Manchester United forward season. We're also going to be looking going into next season. The impact of Sancho, talking about James, Lingard, Elanga, is Pogba going to play left, etc. So, like I said, guys, make sure that you like the vid, share it as well. It goes a long way. Consider becoming a member as well. Like we're trying to beat above the punches. We're trying to beat above the punches, but also get involved with the comments. If you have any questions as well, let me know. Yeah, we'll get. So let's get straight into it. So yeah, it was pretty overwhelming. It was overwhelmingly obvious who was going to win this, and Edinson Cavani. The irony is that this wasn't as overwhelmingly obvious as the Paul Pogba Bruno one, which I thought was surprising, because I think that could have been spared. But actually, from what you can see, Edinson Cavani obviously wins the pack. He got 86% of the vote. Marcus Rashford got 6%. Mason Greenwood, actually, and this was what I find interesting. Okay, it's only 8%. I agree, but still, people thought that Mason Greenwood had a better season than Marcus Rashford. No one voted for Daniel James or Anthony Martial. Obviously, Pogba played off the left a few times. I wouldn't include him in there. Diallo didn't have enough game time. You also had cameras for Elanga, and Jesse Lingard was on loan to West Ham. So that's the reason why these guys are included. I'll scroll down so people can see the other options. Hope everyone can see the other options there as well. But yeah, obviously Cavani. I mean, I must confess that I was one of the many people that sort of didn't think that Cavani. I thought that Cavani was going to be struggle, to be honest, to adapt to the Premier League, that he might have been old. It's not a good sign. But Eddie Cavani had a brilliant season for Manchester United, a very, very, very good season, and was definitely our best forward. Scored a lot of key clutch goals for us. His ability on the ball to find space, in particular in the box, as a proper number 9. And then on top of that, you know, his defensive, I think that's what surprised me the most. His defensive work rate was actually second to none. Absolutely second to none, and shouldn't be underestimated, guys. Let me just quickly go into your comments and we'll move on. How do you make the starting as soon as the screens? A friend of mine, I'll DM you the link. Muncie says, yes, matey, great show. Thank you very much, Chief. Thanks. And I think you got a channel as well, if I'm correct. Give it to Eddie Cavani. Pass him the ball and watch him score. See, that is I don't know what it is about that tune, but that is a catchy tune, man. I hoped to go to Old Trafford and catch him, man. Like, give it to Eddie Cavani. Pass him the ball and watch him score the goals. In fact, guys, let me know if you want me to record a video with that chant. I might actually just have just an image, a video of just me just singing that Manchester United style, the Edinson Cavani, and just singing it over and over and over again to people watching it. Give it. It's so catchy, man. It is so catchy. So yeah, I might actually do that. Let me know if you like that. Thank you, bro. IMAX Football, shout out to this guy, man. This guy's channel is popping off, man. They cover a lot of just a lot of football news, but specifically from what I'm noticing, like a lot of American MLS, Jamaican, that sort of way, footballing news. So please head over, go there and support those guys as well. So because to be honest, I didn't see that many YouTubers really focusing on, because I think he was just covering the Gold Cup, and unlucky to Jamaica by the well, man. So, but they do a lot of good stuff over there. So please head over. Been really busy with it. Yeah, no, fair enough, bro. Fair enough, bro. Yeah, he did tell me about Cavani. He did tell me about Cavani. I'm as a City fan, I'm interested to see what your viewpoints on spending 100 million for Grealish and yet missing out on Messi. Do you have to pay? Yes. Yeah, red lad singing. So anyway, yeah, let's just quickly get back into the show, into the forwards. But yeah, for me, I was very, very happy that Edinson Cavani committed himself to another year at Manchester United. I'm hopeful that this means that Manchester United, which should, at least potentially go out and get Erling Haaland, because clearly, we need a, sorry, actually, hold on for 1 second, guys. I'll be back in a second. Right. Cool, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just realized that my battery was being a bit fishy. Is it even charging? Hold on. Is it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're all good now. Cool. Okay, let's get back. I am turning the other channel to Europe continents and other into CONCACAF. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, I think to be honest, bro, you're pretty much my go-to CONCACAF channel, to be honest, because if it wasn't for you, I had no idea what would be going on in the CONCACAF region at all. Raymond Moore, man, long time no see. Raymond. Raymond Moore is probably one of the earliest subscribers to this channel and a United fan, bro. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope to see more of you, bro. I missed you around the channel. I think it might be just when I'm streaming, because I tend to stream quite late these days, and I don't do a lot of these morning streams because I'm just busy or working or just the time. But I've had a bit more time to try and do this and get involved. So yeah. Thanks for talking by, man. I don't believe in Grealish. Pep yet trying to get all midfielders. We need a striker. Yeah, I mean, if City get Grealish and Kane, the league's done, in my opinion. But this is if that doesn't happen, then you could make a case, and maybe I'll ask you for you guys into this chat. You can make a case. Do Manchester United have the best front three in the league on paper? A good Martial on points with Cavani and Sancho. Even if you put Rashford on the left, Rashford, Cavani, Sancho, or even Greenwood, Cavani, Sancho, is that the best front three in the Premier League attacking wise? In my opinion, it is. It is because, Firmino for me is not outright number 9. I think he's. I wouldn't say he's finished, but I just don't think that he. I don't think he basically just gives you what you need from a number 9 compared to like a Cavani. And while I think Sancho and Mane on their day are better than what the options we'd have, Mane had a really bad season last season. There's no indication necessarily. I mean, he might get it back. We don't know, but if he continues that current form, then really you're just talking about Salah, who, yeah, in my opinion, Salah is better than likes of Rashford, Greenwood, and so on so far. So, yeah, I think collectively that midfield could potentially be challenged as one of the best front three in the league, in my opinion. What does yes, because we don't have a front three because we have midfielders and wingers. I agree with that. I think they will do a swap deal plus money for Kane, including Bernardo, because he wants to. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. That could be something that they could organize. They give Spurs Bernardo Silva. I think there's one or two players that want to leave. Is it Bernardo and Rodri? I think. But yeah, cash plus Bernardo Silva. Tottenham maybe should take it. I think the other thing I also want to talk about, obviously, we praise Edinson Cavani, and we're looking forward to seeing them with Sancho. I kind of want to get this wrapped up before kickoff against Everton, because I know people will be watching that as a final preseason game. But I think one of the things that I wanted to briefly touch upon was basically the deadwood and the youth. And the fact that, and let me just quickly, I'm gonna do another screen because I want you guys, you've seen the poll, that's fair, but let's have a look at I think this is it here. There you go. This is what I want to talk about. There's one player in particular in here. Lingard isn't here, but Lingard's definitely one of them. But there is one player in here that I just think that we should really be parting ways with. And that player, in my opinion, is Daniel James. I really like what I saw from Ahmed last season. I mean, if it was up to me, and we might probably preview this in the match preview this evening. But for me, Diallo should be essentially the front three should be Sancho, Cavani, and Martial currently, because Rashford's injured. The backup to those alternating, so you should have Martial and Rashford on the left, alternating, Cavani and Greenwood alternating, and then Diallo and Sancho alternating. That's it. That's it for me. That's it. I think with Rashford being out, so injured, you put Martial there and you put Elanga. That's how our front six should be. Daniel James to me should not be a part of the front six. I like these fast. I like these quick. I like they can run. And I was sort of, but I've seen him for 2 seasons now, and he just doesn't have that pace. Is all he's got, really. And right now, what happens when you run out of pace? What happens when you have to make decisions? It did frustrate me to no end the amount of times that he ran, and yet didn't make the right decision. He does. I think at best he needs to. Ideally, to be honest, maybe he should go out on loan to a Leeds or Villa or something. But I don't think that's going to happen. It looks like it's probably not going to happen. So I just think, I don't want to go on a big rant about it, but I just think that we need to do. We have better than Daniel James, and I think one of my big frustrations early last season with some of these players, with like Samata, with James, Lingard not so much because he went on West Ham, is that it blocks the path for our young players. I want to see more of Diallo. I think shola should probably go out on loan, but I do want to see more of Diallo. I do want to see more of Elanga. I do want to see more of these players. I mean, Twancy, I think should go on loan. I think he's had enough first team football. I think he needs to get more. Certain players, their carrying products just need to get more first team football, and I think Twancy fits into that category. Ghana, for example, fits into that category. They just need to go out on loan and get some good first team football, bulk up, and do their thing. But I think the likes of Elanga and Ahmad, you can kind of see. It's like you see a glimpse, and you want to see more of that glimpse. And okay, if it doesn't work, then they can go out on loan and develop, etc. But they've done enough to show more of that glimpse. That Ahmed goal was a clutch goal, a crucial goal that we needed. Elanga, doing bits. He seems, even though he tries, it doesn't work, he still seems the man should do something. And I think that will build his confidence up. For me, James had his time. Martial, for me, obviously looking at the image, Martial, for me, this is just kind of like, as fire, exactly, nuclear explosion. Bruno obviously won't play on 9, but you could probably put Pogba there. But Martial, for me, this is where he needs to step up, man. Because at the end of the day, um, there's not going to be any Rashford there. There's no Rashford there, and so there's no Rashford there. He should have the competition. He won't have the competition, and that's the big thing with martial art types is the competition. So he shouldn't have the competition. He should be able to ball. There's really no, I don't want to say there's no excuse for Martial because, like, clearly he's a talented player, but I just expect to see more from Martial, given that he's not having to worry about his place now. Let's put it that way. He's not having to worry about his place. So if he's not having to worry about his place, then I expect to see more from this dude. I really, really do. And if I'm honest, his performance last season was disappointing. Yes, he was injured. I appreciate that, but yeah, I expect to see more. I expect to see more. Guys, at the end of the day, all that said and done, this Manchester United front three is potential front three is amazing. And when likes of City are trying to haggle Kane for a striker, when Chelsea are potentially going to spend, as a FY, as a funny thing, guys. I mean, for goodness sake, we spent, what was it, 70 something, 80, I think it was 80 million on Lukaku last season, and everyone said we overspent for Lukaku. Just think of it. Remember, we spent 80 something million for Lukaku last season. Everyone basically said, "Oh, you overspent. You've overspent. You've overspent for Lukaku. You've overspent. You've overspent. You've overspent." That's what people say. You overspent. And Chelsea are now potentially going to spend 120 million. He goes to Inter and Chelsea spent 120 million for Lukaku, man. I think it's sick. It's sick. It's sick. It's sick how he was called Tim's. He was called Flip Shoes. He was a flop. And Chelsea, and especially from Chelsea fans who thought that Morata was the more intelligent player. And now Karma comes and they spend 120 million. I mean, you can't write this stuff. You can't write this stuff. Last comment before I head off, guys. I'm excited for Varane more than Sancho. I don't know why. I've always liked Varane. He's always been one of my favorite centre backs. Yeah, I mean, for me, the critical thing going into the season is the partnership between Varane and Maguire. If the partnership between Varane and Maguire can be really, really good, then I think that we've got a good chance of doing good things this season. If that the key for me to see is that partnership is good. If we can get a holding midfielder, I'm even more confident. But I want to see how that partnership works. We're not going to see it against Leeds. Varane hasn't even been officially announced yet. Probably going to be next week. So don't expect him against Leeds. Probably in the next game. He needs to train, etc., etc. We'll see what happens with that. Just think if Chelsea get Lukaku and City get Haaland next season. Sorry, just quick. If Chelsea get Lukaku and City get Kane, Haaland yeah, exactly. I mean, if Chelsea do get Lukaku, they're not getting Haaland. If City get Kane, not getting Haaland. So again, how many teams can get Haaland will get Haaland next season? I don't think that a PSG will be getting Haaland. So again, all these things are like, what are the potential options? Because PSG, City, and Chelsea would be out if they get their respective targets. So what's Haaland left with? Barcelona will not be able to afford Erling Haaland. So you're left with Madrid and Manchester United, and which one can basically give them a better offer. I personally think that right now, from a longevity point of view, in terms of rebuild, I think you could probably say that it'll be Manchester United, especially with the players that will be there, especially having Ole Gunnar Solskjaer before. Maybe that might give it a bit of a pull, and also that we can obviously pay his ridiculous wages. That's what I think anyway. Anyway, guys, remember, if you use the channel to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio, follow us on Twitter and X, smash the notification button for late match news. Stay tuned for this evening's show. We are going to be doing our season preview. It's going to be lit. Get involved. I look forward to it. Have a nice day, everyone, and cheers.